Hello boys and ghouls, it's Chris here to talk about some Halloween treats in the form of cereals and Hostess cakes that you can enjoy. Want to dig into a whole wide array of things, starting with one of my favorite things each Halloween, which is of course monster cereal. So I want to get into that. I'm going to clear some of the stuff away and we'll talk about this one by one. So every year, like clockwork, General Mills brings out their monster cereals, and if you're a cereal fan like me, it's one of the best times of the year. I also love Halloween, so the mashup between those two things is music to my ears. This year, I picked up a box of my favorite, Frankenberry. My real favorite is getting represented right here on the shirt, Yummy Mummy. They brought it back, oh man, a few years back, and the orange cream flavor that they had for Yummy Mummy was by far my favorite monster cereal they've ever made. And sadly, they discontinued it after that year and have not brought it back. And I have written them many times, but they don't have any plans to bring it back right now. But every year they bring back the three main flavors, which are Frankenberry, Boo Berry, and Count Chocula. They used to be year-round cereals, if you remember that, but now they're seasonal. So I always pick up a box of Frankenberry and Boo Berry. Sometimes I do Count Chocula as well, but this is by far my favorite. But this year, they decided to mash them up in a thing called Monster Mash, which is basically, they take these, a couple of the like ghosts, this one and this one, basically Boo Berry and Frankenberry, and then they mix them with a bunch of the marshmallows from other ones. So all of the monsters here are represented, except not all the monster cereals are represented in flavor. So basically it says artificial berry flavored frosted cereal with monster marshmallows. So let's give this a whirl. So as you can see here, the mashup-ness of it all is, it's basically each of these little individual guys are kind of like swirled flavors. So I guess they're taking Frankenberry and Boo Berry and mixing them together. But really, I actually don't think there's a differentiation in flavor. That tastes like berry flavored. That tastes like berry flavored. I don't think there's any differentiation in flavor depending on the colors of these. I think there's a cat situation going on camera one here.
Chuck.
Okay. The real monster has arrived. All right, no, I have to eat off of that. Let's not do that. Okay, so anyway, I don't think there's any difference to these, essentially, is what I'm saying. But there are like little different marshmallows that represent each of the other monster cereals. There actually aren't that many of them, which is crazy. So there's orange ones. I don't even know what that is. I guess that's the Yummy Mummy. I think it's a mummy head, although how would you know that? This I think is the Count Chocula bat. The purple one is something, I don't know. Anyway, that's what they are on the box. But I think the swirl is a ghost or something. Ah! It's scary how much the camera's getting moved. Anyway, okay, let's dig in and try these. So, they have the classic monster cereal taste to them. It's just kind of a generic berry taste to them. The marshmallows are yummy, but these are nothing like that distinct. They just taste like, they actually taste more generic than Frankenberry or Boo Berry. They're kind of their own flavor, but they don't really fit into much of a flavor profile. They're just kind of like generic berry. Let's taste them with milk. All right, trying these now. Oh man. As you can tell by the cone, Jack just got neutered the other day. He's not happy about the situation. Okay, I mean, lots not to love about monster cereals ultimately, but these feel really generic to me. I was kind of hoping, I don't know if this would have been good or not, but I was kind of hoping that Monster Mash, when I read about it, was going to actually be all the cereals combined and mixed together. I think that might have been a really bad idea ultimately, but that's kind of what I was hoping to taste. This kind of tastes like a monster cereal, but it doesn't have as much of an identity even as one of the individual cereals. So I would much rather have Frankenberry or Boo Berry or Count Chocula on their own. They're good, but they're not like, you know, have the flavor profile on their own. So I would pick it up for if you can get your hands on these. I actually had to order them online. They're hard to find in the store. So if you can get your hands on them, give them a try. But if you can't, these are available all over the place. So you're just as good getting one of those. Now, Captain Crunch started this, I would say a couple years ago already with Halloween Crunch, and it is awesome. It's basically standard Captain Crunch, but it's got a Halloween surprise in that the ghosts turn the milk green. So if you haven't seen this, this is actually one of my favorite Halloween things to do is get the cereal and take a look at the bowl here. This is what these look like. Oh no, there's a monster attacking camera one. Okay, so as you can see, it looks kind of like normal Captain Crunch. There's little orange bits and then the regular Captain Crunch pillows. But the excitement here happens when you add a little bit of milk to it, because as Captain says, the ghosts turn the milk green. And so you can see here, when you add milk in the spoon here, the orange pieces like start giving off this green vibe, and they turn all the milk green. So I love Captain Crunch, I'm sure. I mean, many people do, but it's one of my favorite cereals. And I love this. I don't know if this is healthy for you or not, but I get this every year, and I love the green milk. I'm a sucker for the green milk, and it's just a great Halloween treat. And go get some. Jack approved. Now this is a ghost from Halloween's past. So this is, Funko was doing this a few years back, and like you can see, the expiration date on this is 2019, but they were doing this really cool thing with cereals for a while. But the cereal itself is not very good. It was like really over crunchy, not very sweet, didn't have much flavor, but I really love the presentation of these boxes. And I've had this one around, I haven't opened it. I just thought I'd haul it out again for Halloween just to see like what a cool cereal thing they did. I have one of these for Friday the 13th as well, and a couple other things. I think they made a Beetlejuice one that I might have. Anyway, in each one, it comes with a little tiny Funko Pop toy in it, and I just love it. I love the whole vibe of this, and in addition, like I totally miss, they still do it a little bit, but I totally miss toys and cereal, and I thought this was a really cool presentation. So I just kind of wanted to haul it out and showcase it again, because it's one of the coolest Halloween things I've seen. I think you can still get these on eBay, but I wouldn't advise eating the cereal, because even when I first got it, the cereal itself wasn't very good, but the boxes are collectible and the figures are collectible. So I don't know if I'm going to open this. It already sounds like a total brick in there. So I think the cereal is way past the point of no return. But just want to point this out because it's cool. Okay, lastly, I know this is all a bit of a hodgepodge, but I can't let a Halloween season go past without mentioning Hostess, and I love what they do with their Halloween treats. I know there's a million fall and Halloween things that people do, but I always love the Hostess stuff. Their ScaryCakes. Each one of these has scream filling. They do the ding dongs and the like ghost flavor, although I think they now have vanilla ding dongs, so maybe not that big of a deal. And then I don't really know what's that spooky about a chocolate Twinkie, because they're doing normal chocolate Twinkies now, but this is just one of the limited edition things that you can get at Halloween. It's one of my favorites, so I wanted to point it out. What are your favorite limited edition Halloween treats? Leave a comment below and tell me what you like. Like the video if you could, and follow me if you want to see more. Thanks again for watching, and happy Halloween, everyone. This is Chris.